Welcome back. Yes, we are excited, not just because it's a Friday, but because we've got absolute royalty in the house today. We are so proud to welcome back our next guest. He is obviously a good friend of ours on the show. We love him. He's a genre-bending, undoubtedly platinum-selling musician who's been called the Godfather of South African rock and one of the most prolific songwriters and performers of our time. And that's just what he had to say about himself. I'm talking about Arno Carstens, and he joins us to chat about his brand new album, Out of the Lights into the Night. But now let's just first get a little look at his single titled Reasons. Enjoy.
Stare at the ceiling. It's a mark of the crash. Wish it's all over. Let's just go to bed. I'll talk without reason. It's everything now. All the time that I hold you, I never let go of.
Clever. Oh, man. I don't know what it is, man. I cried the last time you were here. I can feel it starting to come now again.
Whoa,
what's going on, man? What are you just...
You're sensitive. You're in touch with your...
I think it's you. I think you're at the moment are tapping into something. Clearly, you're tapping into a massive creative flood at the moment. You were like an elastic band just being pulled during lockdown, and now you've been fired.
Well, in lockdown gave me enough time to record a lot of music, and not all of it was great, but, you know, I did so much that I can choose from a lot.
Have you played any of the stuff that you don't like yet?
Yeah, I do. I get very honest answers.
No, buddy. I have obviously a huge amount of appreciation for the journey, but I love the fact that we're in what seems like a new space at the moment. What's inspiring this creativity, dude?
For me, it's always the Nude Girls album came out. It's wonderful for me because it serves me with the heavy rock thing, so I get that out of me. But then on my solo side, I can do something else again. So this is more of a pop alternative album, my new solo album. And I'm busy working on the new Afrikaans album for next year, so that's going to be fantastic.
And is this how it's going to roll now? Every time we're going to get another Nude Girls, we're going to get another solo project, and we're going to...
That is my cunning plan.
I absolutely love it. How good was it? Because you had a brief window to be able to tour and actually be out there and do the old stuff and do the new stuff with the Nude Girls. How was that?
That was fantastic. I was surprised at how fit I am.
Really? Well, you look amazing. I was flirting with you before we went live, saying you so... Is this just a natural kind of manifestation of life, or do you train? Do you do yoga? What do you do?
I eat a lot. I really do eat a lot. And I don't know what's going on. I'm just lucky.
You really are, man, and you are sharing that with the rest of us. I love the fact that we're starting to feel a bit more positivity now. I know we still aren't quite out of the woods yet, but there seems to be a bit more of a groundswell of positivity. I get the feels, out of the light into the night. What are you wanting people to get out of it? What was the motivation for you for this song?
Just a bit of self... introspection, maybe a little bit here and there, a little bit of celebration. The album has got all the personalities of the human emotion. That's how I think about albums. You're gonna laugh a bit, you're gonna cry a bit, it takes you on a journey.
I'll cry.
So this one is also a journey. It's just got very different sounds to what you've never heard me like this maybe before in some or other ways.
Why take that route?
Because you've got to always push the envelope. You've got to do something different. You can't stay the same all the time. It utterly bores me. So that's why I love artists like Prince and people who just reinvent themselves, and that's the way it should be.
It really is. The fans kind of demand it. I think you're in a difficult place, though, because we want new stuff. We want to see you kind of doing new, but we also want that.
The old.
We need that.
Yes.
I think we felt that with the Nude Girls performance, why we were all in tears and why it was such an amazing thing. Do you feel that now, that nostalgia, that joy of where you've come from, or is it all about the new stuff?
Man, it was so crazy on tour that people will come to us and say, let's buy drinks and all these things that we used to do when we were in our 20s. Or,
I can't do that anymore.
And I was like, and you could see their hearts breaking because you go like, nah, I don't know, I'm gonna go home now, you know, after the show. And then, so there's a lot of, you know, we're all grown up a little bit, but still, the shows are as, there's mosh pits and there's a lot of energy and the Nude Girls are kicking, you know what I mean?
I love it, man. I love that we get to see both sides of your personality, the hard rocker and the softer side.
Yes.
And we cannot wait to see that softer side this morning. It's going to hit us in the feels. Undoubtedly, the sound check was enough to give me goosebumps. So stick around. It's an Expresso exclusive. Arno Carstens is going to be performing songs from his latest solo album, Out of the Light into the Night. Stick around.